make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Cowboys offense will get first crack at it here. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment, too, right? This guy...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. And
turning it on! Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be fourth down. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
The Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. He'll try to do it himself. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
It's such a good sign for your offense when your quarterback is this dialed in early in the game, right? On the RPO, wanted to throw it, nobody open, so he takes off running it himself and gets a big gainer. If I'm the coordinator and play caller, I'm finding more ways to get this guy running the football and keep this defense on their heels.
Finds the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
From the shotgun, the inside give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
A first down run in the red zone. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Everett. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Now after the misfire, it leaves them with 3rd and goal from the 3.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver?
Touchdown, Florida State! Fit it in the window for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Complete to the left. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Caught in the backfield. It's Gilliam. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Wants to throw it. Got a man, it's Gilliam. He gets it oh so close to the first. Marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The Cowboys are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He has a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
Got a man. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun to give to the back. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Quick release by the QB. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Noles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The inside handoff. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. So 1st down here as they go back to work. From the gun, running back gets to give. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Yeah, 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. Look.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Knowles!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Wants to go up top. He's got the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll try to run for it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. The Cowboys will call on their punt team. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out every...
Breaks into the open. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
And the Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff from the gun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
To the air, it's Everett. Using the quick game. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Noles are rolling down the field. On the move, it's Jennings. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line to pick up a quad.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the offense is in a really nice rhythm right now. It seems like no matter what they're dialing up, they're getting positive yards, and it just feels so good as a play caller when you know on first down you can get yards like that turning around and handing it off.
Yeah, and on the other side, you're scratching your head going, what the heck can I do here? You got to find something. The defense has got to find a way to create some momentum. Whatever they're doing right now, it's not working. So you got to keep going through that play sheet and maybe find something a little bit different that can give this offense something to think about.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And at this point on the field, I mean, I guess why not try to guess the snap count? Defense gets caught, still first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And the D deny them on second and goal. Looking to fire. Touchdown Seminoles! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Complete to the left. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the...
Oh, he's got some space. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gets it to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Trying to set up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The screen always seems so easy until you find all of that traffic right in front, Jesse.
Yeah, and we see so many screens in college football these days. The ball getting spit out quickly. I think more and more defenses reached today are just expecting it. They're practicing against it all week leading up to games. You can tell this defense well-versed right now in how to stop these types of plays.
Quickly complete. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and 4th down is coming. And the field goal unit is on the field. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. UConn looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've seen this offense look this crisp since the days of Dan Orlovsky. They're up by 24 over the Blue Blues. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run the RPO and throw it right.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to throw, it's Everett. using the back as a receiver on the screen. The Seminoles brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Got it in the middle. It's Van Dyke. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Just a short pass to the tight end. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Finds his tight end. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Here's the pressure. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They keep it on the ground to open the third. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw, it's Everett. Catch in the middle, it's Van Dyke. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Seminoles decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Flynn.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in the pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's what...
Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Off the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Cowboys want to crank the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Finds his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Unloads to the right. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Looking downfield, it's Everett. Got the back over the middle. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Makes the catch. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And the Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Van Dyke. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a gap. It's Jennings. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Well, that looked like he was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. These two guys just on the same wavelength. They make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Back to pass. It's Everett. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Touchdown, Florida State! And the stomping has commenced.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense.
And the returner will be knocked down. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. On the one hand, it's good to get points, but you can't keep settling for field goals on these drives if you want to win the football game. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cowboys in a good spot here with second and short. Off play action. Short, quick, precise passing game. Good enough to move the sticks. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Gain of 35 on the play.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. He wants to throw it again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And we've seen a lot of that from this offense, unfortunately. Just quarterback and wide receivers just not in sync. And sometimes it happens and they get out of sync and they don't make big plays. But, man, you're in a huge deficit. You need big plays down the field, so somebody's got to make a play for their quarterback.
Breaks into the open. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Cowboys didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're going back to the ground. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him. Made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. makes the grab. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down.
Well, I love the play call by the defense there on fourth down. They were expecting pass. They didn't decide to just lay back and play zone coverage. They were going to dial up the pressure. They bring the blitz, and they just overwhelmed the offensive line and anyone else trying to protect that quarterback. He had no shot.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Jennings. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The Seminoles have their offense in high gear.
And they found the big fella again, and they found him early and often today. They featured him here in the fourth quarter. Still time left in this.
Oh, he's got some space. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The give out of the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Softened him up with a run, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Van Dyke. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Seminoles started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Second and goal for this offense.
29 Phillies.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. How good have they been on third down today? And another opportunity here on third and goal. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles!
And the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. A quick pass to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Noles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll give it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Direct snap. It's Van Dyke. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida State.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll run for it. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams